How you been?
I've been good. Just been busy and everything with bands.
Yeah, bands seems to be going well.
For always showing so much love.
Dude, I love bands, man. I've liked that fucking kid. I think he's talented.
Thank you.
I fuck with him.
I know. We're just doing the most we can right now.
And so, been all good?
Yeah, everything's doing really well for him.
And what's been going on with you guys?
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Events.
Been a busy couple last days just out here.
So, like, what do you want to happen?
It's kind of like it's a open book, you know, and just like, obviously you want to have a structure long term for what you want to do, and you know,
It's still early. How old are you?
21. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, like my life right now with everything that's going on. Done! I'm fucking with all you kids. Like, I said to my friend, my homie, like, yo, this shit's crazy. I'm like, yeah, man. He said something funny. He's like, you're more popular with 21-year-olds than when you were 21. I'm like, that's for sure. Yeah, it's so early, right? Taking advantage of the opportunities. Yeah. How did it all go down? Give me the origin story.
Started in high school. The premise of everything was a blog, you know, did videos on the side.
Like a Tumblr blog or a WordPress or?
Like a WordPress.
And what was it called?
Lyrical Lemonade.
Right from the get?
Yeah, right from the get-go.
And what was the first premise of it?
The blog. So I was
meaning, like, what was the blog about?
Sorry. Coming home every day after school and just writing articles on new local Chicago hip hop music.
That's it.
And I was living about an hour and a half outside the city.
Okay.
You know, did that through high school, built the brand around my friends in school.
Yep.
Went out to the city every weekend, you know, passing out stickers, throwing small little events with what I could. Moved to the city after I graduated from college at DePaul. Was just expanding everything, going to school.
It was always about that.
Yeah, and then, you know.
What was the first good moment?
First good moment? Just like selling out, I think, like the venues in Chicago that I always went to, like, and just like kind of building up the ladder. Like, I wonder if I could one day sell out that one, and then a couple months later, we were selling out those venues.
And you were curating the talent?
So yeah, it would be Lyrical Lemonade shows, and I would curate the talent. Just putting together a good show.
Who were you putting on?
I put Lil Uzi Vert's first show in Chicago ever. My sophomore year of college. It sold out, and like after that, I think, in terms of shows, you know,
everything skyrocketed so fast after that.
So.
And you knew, like, how long have you guys known each other?
I've known him for about 3 or 4 years. It's crazy because we had met because Lyrical Lemonade was just starting in Chicago, and it was like starting to get a nice little buzz. And I was like, he's a year older than me, so I was still in high school. I was like, just loved everything going on. So I wanted to write for the blog, and I remember he was starting a show. It was an 18+ show, and I was only 17. So I met him at some little event he was doing, and I asked him. I was like, I turned 18 like in a month. Is it okay if I come to the show? Could you help get me in? Then took my number down, texted me. He let me in. And we've just been close ever since.
That's cool. And what about you?
This is another artist I manage. His name's Cole. We just met through internet stuff, kind of the same way I met bands. I actually met him and bands both through a group chat on Twitter, and like we've all just been super close.
Where do you live?
I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's good, man. Good for you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You having a good week? How long you been here?
I just got to New York this morning.
First time?
Nah, it's like probably like the fourth time. Yeah.
What's been going on with you?
I'm about to sign to a label.
Good for you. Excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. It ain't hit me yet. But
send me some links. I'd love to listen.
Yeah, I got you. I talk to Mike all the time, so I'll make sure.
I know, I'm sure. Where's Boyd?
He said he's at an Elton John event right now.
What the fuck? That's the last thing I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, no, he's at an Elton John event, and that's why he couldn't be here. But he said it's the first of many meetings. So we'll
yeah, of course. Okay. So that's what was happening.
That was happening. I was doing music videos as well. We were doing interview content. You know, starting up to clothes and merchandise. And I was working with a lot of local Chicago acts at the time. I worked with this guy named Famous Dex, King Louie, Lil Baby. I was working with these type of guys, and one thing kind of just led to another. You know, I was working with a lot of local acts, and things just started to come together, and was able to start traveling a little bit. I went to LA worked on a video with Soulja Boy, which was fun at the time. It was like
Do you know Soulja Boy's probably the reason like all this is happening for me? You know the Soulja Boy, you know the Soulja Boy Boyd and my brother story? My Boyd met my brother like second day of college at BU. And like 5 minutes in, they got into some sort of conversation where Boyd was like, I know who the next rappers are gonna be. And AJ was like, yeah, if you're such a big shot, why don't you tell me who's next? And Boyd went in his room, spent like 2 days in MySpace, didn't go to class, came out and was like this guy, and it was Soulja Boy.
That's so crazy.
That's insane. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Soulja Boy is such a legend.
Legend, especially for this genre. Like he started like he was a different flavor that became the standard.
Right. Yeah, Soulja Boy definitely paved the way for a lot of people.
For sure. Okay.
So, I was working with a lot of people. The music videos started to get big. And we're really just putting all the videos out through my channel, my YouTube channel. And, it kind of built to the point where it was becoming a platform. Kind of working with a lot of artists and, they kept getting bigger and bigger and kind of hand-picking, the artists we work with and make sure it's very organic and stuff that we genuinely enjoy. Started getting big, the merchandise started selling out quick, shows got bigger and, it was kind of just a domino effect from there. Got to start working with a lot of people. And then early 2017, late 2016, I started working with a lot of different types of people from Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, and Warhol, and
a lot of that no jumper kind of like vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I had my no jumper interview there on then. And I was kind of working with all these people, and it was still like a very much underground thing, but a lot of eyes were on it, but it wasn't to the point where it's at now. And then over the course of a few months, everything just kind of picked up, and all the artists were getting big, and just everything else went with it. And now the YouTube channel should be at 2 million subscribers within the next couple of days, so that's really cool. And just kind of building a bunch of different types of content around.
What are you going to put all this energy against, do you think?
What do you mean?
Do you want to build a media platform, a merchandise platform? Yes. Like, do you want to start a label? Like, how are you thinking about so for example, if you asked me that question, like, what am I doing? People are always like, are you starting a label? Are you going to start a management company? Especially if I want to buy brands. Like, I'm doing all this, paying for Rice Krispies, like the business, or like K-Swiss, which is like my sneaker. Like, I'm gonna buy a business, and I'm gonna try to do what Champion did, right? Take a brand that used to be something, then became bullshit, and bring it back. So that's what I'm doing. Like, the way I want to like really build my thing is build a machine, but then point it against Snickers or Yahoo. And so like I feel like in the same way that all these people got big, like I'm gonna try to do that I'm gonna have relationships with everybody, and then there's gonna be a crescendo moment when I buy like blow pops, and I'm gonna want every athlete, every rapper, every business person, you know what I mean? Kind of what's happening in my book. This book is number 3 in the world right now, today. Like, this is the number 3 selling book in the world on Amazon right now. It's happening right now. And I'm not even hustling. It's just all from the love. Like every Instagram story, So, everything's
avenue, so the merchandise is going incredibly well. Every release is selling out incredibly quick, but
and you make money.
Yeah, that's one of the main sources of money. But I kind of have an idea of what I want that to be, and then with the events, we're working on a summer festival in Chicago right now for this year, because every year we do a Lyrical Lemonade.
You know Saba?
Huh?
You know Saba?
Yeah.
I like that kid so much.
Yeah.
He's such a nice kid.
He's awesome.
He's a good guy.
He's my man.
Yeah, he's incredible.
He was the first one that like dropped my name in a song. Is Monday to Monday?
I used to do these interviews. He's the first person we interviewed. He's just like
such a
super
good
cool
kid.
guy.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
I'm a big fan. I know. I like Chicago.
Yeah.
The Chance thing must have been cool for you to watch.
It's really,
That must have been the craziest, right?
I got into a lot of this.
I believe it.
I love all that. I see that. That's you got a lot of cool stuff in here.
I think for everybody in Chicago, like Chance, especially for our age, Chance has played such a big role in
so much.
and stuff. It's like just so inspirational
That's so
watching
much.
him just do everything.
I don't know him like I know Saba, but like from afar, and I know his crew pretty well.
And it was crazy for us, like growing up, like being in high school during like the time when Chance was
blew
coming
up?
But not only just him, we also had people like Keith, and like the whole drill scene coming up all at once. It was just like,
Chicago.
crazy
Yeah, it was
watching
crazy,
all,
Chicago.
All just being a fan and stuff, you know.
When you got the inspiration, you know.
Yeah, it just seems normal until you take a step back.
Exactly. It just happens, you know.
Yeah.
You realize once you're working and things have come along, like that acted as a lot of inspiration for me. You know, I didn't even realize it at the time, but now I can, you know, appreciate and refer to it as.
Is there anything I can help with?
I had a loose idea. So, like I said, the company's really big, and in terms of what it is, relative to what it was, you know.
I get it.
So, it's like I said, the merchandise is so big and it's just in such demand, and just like the company and everything, it's just like a very exclusive item that I feel like it's just there's just a want for it, and I've been reaching out to people. I think it would be crazy to make actual Lyrical Lemonade, and to even just do a small run just to show the demand.
That's smart.
Because I know it's there.
That's smart.
And I know you work with
Brands.
everyone, pretty much. I just wanted to toss that idea out to you. Beyond that, I just wanted to talk to you.
Like partner on something? Or just do you want me to help you? Like I'm funny. Like I can run the gamut of like being really involved or just really introducing you to the right people and being a rabbi and getting you off.
I was kind of just open to what you thought of it before
I think it's a really good idea.
I think
think about it, right?
Build the prototype.
And if you did it really right, and like this would be something that I would ask for favors. Like this is where you cash in chips.
Yeah.
Like whenever you launch it, not only launch it the way everything out, because you know it's gonna be successful because you got eyes, but this is exactly like all like if you and Uzi like kept the relate, like this is when you cash in chips, because you'd have to understand that's a big business.
Right.
If you got a beverage business is big.
Right.
This business is gonna do this year from zero, which means it could sell for like, I don't think you probably don't understand at this young of an age how big successful beverage businesses are worth.
Right.
You can sell $100 worth of hoodies, and worth of your lemonade, and your lemonade company will sell for a lot more.
That's insane.
I know, because it's a two-man game, Pepsi and Coke, and they don't want anybody entering. Dr. Pepper's company just sold for.
Since we have like the carton already, it'd be cool to make like a little prototype of what we want it to look like. So just like a little Lyrical Lemonade carton. Yeah. Inside just have.
Yeah, man, people would fuck with it heavy.
I know, it'd be amazing. I know I was talking to Boyd a little bit about it. So I sent him that. I could send you guys whatever else you need.
I can help you.
Yeah.
I can help you. Trying to think about who and what and where and what. You can kill it. It's a smart idea.
I think
Non-alcoholic?
non-alcoholic.
I think that's right.
Once it becomes something tangible, in the sense of you can drink it, it's actual Lyrical Lemonade. I think it just takes everything to a whole new level.
I think it's super interesting. Here's what I would say. Too many people rush to switch. I like your general energy of not switching too early.
Yeah.
Just keep it, you're 21. The longer you can just keep doing it about them, you win.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, your ability with the kind of things I'm hearing, and I got to do a little more homework. I mean, I know about it, but excuse me, your ability to build the Coachella of like this genre is real. That's real fucking business. You can do anything. It's all about attention. It just comes down to you.
Right.
I said in the last meeting, some people want to make $5 million and go to Jamaica and smoke weed for the rest of their life, and some people want to build empires.
Right.
Like, I don't know. And then everything in between, right? Like.
That's what I want to do. It's really, it's the empire, it's the organic, it's the authenticity of everything that really keeps me going.
Do you want to still live in, where do you live?
Chicago.
And you want to stay there long term, you think? Or does LA or New York pull you?
I like LA, I like New York, but I like Chicago because it keeps me grounded. I can come to LA and do a ton of work, or come to New York and do a ton of work, then go back to Chicago, soak it in, fully work on it. Then when I'm ready, come back out here. It just keeps me organized.
And what, do you guys have a relationship? Like official?
Yeah, he with the
I work for Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, I remember.
so yeah, we have like 4 or 5 like
It's such a small team, and
yeah.
it's been crazy
Based in
because
Chicago.
he's 21, I'm 20. Everyone we work with is our age, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we've all been just working from home as kids, like on our computers.
I get it, man.
Doing shit here, doing shit there, and now we recently just got our own space. So we're kind of all together for once, like out of the whole time this company's been together. Like, this is the first time we're all together, like really putting our ideas together.
Right.
Really.
I really haven't thought about it. It's just an idea.
How do you want to sell it?
I think selling it through. I think
Your
the
website?
the first round of everything should be through the internet, like a web store, just so we
Like a Shopify?
Yeah, just to kind of
That's right.
gauge, what the potential of it is. From there,
And all these kids will fuck with you and give you love, right?
yeah,
Everything
Yeah.
we've ever put out sells out within how fast?
a
Hours?
few minutes.
A few minutes.
Yeah, it's fast.
Sounds like you should be making a little more.
Hmm?
Sounds like you should be making a little more. A few minutes is fast.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Like, give me an like what are we talking about? How much volume?
well, what we do is I think that having the demand there is important, so we
course.
never overstock.
Of course.
So, 1,500 hoodies in 8 minutes.
That's fucking
That's
a lot.
$60 a piece.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Our last drop sold out so fast, and then are you familiar with Grailed?
Of course.
So right after we dropped it, within like 15 minutes, there was like screenshots of people who had bought the sweatshirt, like putting on Grailed already trying to resell it.
Same shit
That's when
happened.
I kind of realized, like, wow, like
Mhm.
this is real.
Yeah, that's what happened with my K-Swisses. They were on eBay and
I
stuck.
was wearing on work
Yeah?
the other day, yeah. We want you to spend more time with you and just like, I want you to like check
You want some
everything
business.
out.
You want some business mentorship
Yeah,
because you feel like you're going to the next place.
I
You can taste it.
I'll getting lost in your YouTube videos. I just find real inspiration from it, and I just feel like there's a lot of overlap that could be found that we haven't yet explored. And I just want you to just look into everything a little more and see
Okay,
if
I will.
you're actually interested in it.
Okay, I will.
And just check it out more. And
I will. I will. Okay, let's take some photos.
Let's do it.
Your kid's like 7.
3. Beautiful.
That's what's up.
Amazing.
Hey, I will dig in.
Yeah.
I will dig
Appreciate
in.
you, man.
My man, I'm really looking forward to listening to some of your shit.
Always good seeing
Good
you.
to see you, man. All right, talk to you soon.
Yeah,
Definitely.
take care, man.